Today I have 7 steps for you for achieving your goals, man. First step being that you decide exactly what it is that you want to do. And what I mean by that is you have to be clear on your intention. You have to be very clear on what it is that you want to happen because, you know, oftentimes we think of certain things, we get distracted, you know what I mean? So that's why you have to be so clear and have clarity on what it is that you want to accomplish within a certain amount of time, you know? And I'm gonna get to the time period next, but you have to be able to just know what it is. Just sit down and brainstorm what it is that you really like. You're really willing to work towards because, man, oftentimes we have so many different things that we want to do in life. We lose track of what it is that we're mainly trying to get accomplished right now. So you have to be clear on what it is. You have to be clear. You gotta have clarity on what it is that you want to accomplish. My next step being that you have to write your goals down on paper, and this is, turn your thoughts into ink, using the ink to write out your thoughts so that you can really visualize what it is that you want to accomplish. You have so many thoughts going through your mind, within the day. You have so many different things going on in your day. It's just like you could oftentimes easily lose track of what it is that you're working towards. But when you're writing your goals down, you're really visualizing what it is that you want to work towards. Man, that's powerful, man. When you really start putting it down, because that's when you start implementing what it is that you want to accomplish. Because it's like a lot of times, bro, you get sidetracked by just so many different things. You guys, nowadays, you have so many distractions in today's day and age, man. And it takes a lot to really be able to lock in and focus. But, at the same time, it's so simple. I'm not saying it's easy to do, but it's very simple when you're locking in, because it's like, I feel like nowadays it's so easy to get ahead of time, but people just lose track of what it is that they're working towards because nowadays you got so many distractions. You got to go want to hang out with your friends, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it is, you want to go hang out with them. You got work, you got school, things of that nature. And then that's not even including all the tragedies that happen in life, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really predict the time frame, but what you really have to do is write your goals down on paper so that you can really visualize what it is that you're working towards each and every day you step out. My next point being that you have to set a deadline and time for your goals, man. And the reason is because without doing this, you have no urgency. When you don't have urgency towards your goals, you just start getting complacent. You just start pushing it off the side. I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. The two worst words that a person can say to themselves is later and tomorrow. And that's because a lot of times we say later to things that we're not even gonna do. You know what I mean? And a lot of times we don't do later. But that's why it's like I started implementing rules like, if it's going to take me less than 5 minutes to do, I'm going to do it, knock it out, get it out the way. Because I know if I just keep putting it off to the side, eventually I'm going to have to do it, rather than if I just do it, get it over with, that's a done deal. You have to be urgent with your goals, man, and you got to have clear intentions on what it is you want to do, because at the end of the day, time's ticking, and time's not waiting for nobody. Next step is you have to make a list of what it is you got to do to achieve your goal. You got to have a system of how you're going to do it. You can't just do things blindly. You have to implement a system to guide you along the way so that you can keep tracking your results and keep tracking your progress. When you have a system, that makes a lot of things easier. And you have something to follow to and really stay true to. That's really like the name of the game is just having that system. You have a system that's just so simple and something that you can just focus on. You can just follow through. That system is really gonna show itself. It's really gonna bring you the results you really want. Next thing being that you have to organize your list by priority and sequence. You gotta prioritize what's really important. First and foremost is starting. You gotta start. Well, I know for me, when I have a big goal, I do little goals in between so that I can get to that point of reaching that big goal. And you gotta celebrate the small wins before you celebrate the big wins. Because it's the small wins that's going to lead you and keep you getting that momentum that you need to keep going rather than just going for a straight to big win. A lot of times, a lot of people just want to celebrate when they do something big. You gotta show gratitude to the smaller things in life, like waking up on a day-to-day basis, seeing people that you love on a day-to-day basis. And that's the things that we tend to forget. We don't show gratitude towards those things. So you got to be able to show gratitude to the little things in life so that you get the bigger things. Because if you don't appreciate nothing small, how you gonna appreciate something that's big? My final step is make a decision to do something every day that will move you towards your goals. Being intentional in everything that it is that you do. Everything that you do, be intentional at it. Have the intentions as, okay, I'm gonna do this, but the reason why I'm doing this is because it'll help me reach my goal of A, B, C, and D, right? And be intentional. Move with intentions. What are you doing this for? What are you doing sitting there on your phone, just, scrolling on TikTok? What are you getting out of that? What are you getting out of just hanging out with your friends and y'all not doing nothing? What are you getting out of that? Be intentional. For me, man, it took me a little bit to start implementing things that really add value to my life. Because I talk big about exchanging time for value. Because a lot of times, social media is not free. You think it is, but it's not. It's taking your time away, and time is the most valuable asset that you have on this earth, and it's all up to you on how you use it. Time, you can't buy back time from anywhere. You really can't. Every second of the day you lose it. So what are you gonna do to exchange it with? Are you gonna exchange it for something that's just frying your brain? Or are you going to exchange it for something that's building you, helping you elevate, helping you improve yourself? And my thing is, I'm starting to move with intentions now. When I'm in my free time, I'm either reading, or I'm watching a podcast, or I'm writing something down, or I'm writing some goals down, or if it's a day I don't have anything to do, I'm going to make you do something that's going to help me build to what my goals are, really and truly. And that's what it is. That's the name of the game. You got to be intentional with what it is, what you want to do, because at the end of the day, that consistency and living with those intentions, that stuff that's building that foundation for you to really elevate, bro, that's going to take you farther than not doing anything at all. I guarantee you that. Really and truly, it's like you have to move with intention in whatever it is that you want to do. Ultimately, man, it comes down to how bad you really want it. How bad do you want to accomplish that goal? How bad do you want to see those things come to pass? How hard are you willing to work? How many nights are you willing to go to accomplish that goal, to acquire that goal, to acquire that life you want to have, acquire that dream physique, to acquire that amount of money you want to have in your account? How bad do you want it? At the end of the day, people talk about it, but they don't move with intention. They don't move about it. They just talk about it. They're not really about it. They don't really be about it. You got to really be about it to be able to really get it, man. Really and truly, you got to really be about it to really see results, man. Hey, man, but you already know, before ending off this video, man, we got to end off with the scripture of the day, man. And the scripture today is Hebrews 11:1, and it reads, "Now faith is assurance of things hoped for, proof of things not seen." It really just reminds me just that faith is believing in the unseen, really and truly, man. We move in faith every day of our lives, Like for me, faith is me just walking and my purpose, man, really and truly, because at the end of the day, you don't know what your end goal is, man. You're just kind of moving in faith at the end of the day, but it's up to you to keep on moving and just really trust God and really trust God on it, and trust that He's going to bring you to where it is you need to be at in life, man. And so for me, man, moving in faith is just working every day to be a better version of myself, And I feel like it's important to really be consistent in that, because oftentimes we get so straight away with so many things going on in this life. We just tend to lose focus and forget that we're made for something bigger on this earth, man. And it's all up to you to figure that out, man, and just really see how bad you really want it, man, really and truly. But hey, man, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I ain't posted in a little minute, but I'm getting back to being consistent on that, man. I had some things going on, but hey, man, I'm getting back to consistent to dropping the videos, man. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.